Every year, luxury brands destroy products worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Handbags that could be donated, clothing that could be given away, watches, cosmetics, and accessories that could be distributed through discount channels or charitable programs. Instead, they are incinerated, shredded, crushed, or chemically treated to ensure they can never be sold, worn, or used. In 2018, Burberry disclosed that it had destroyed approximately £28.6 million worth of unsold products in a single year. The public reaction was outrage. But Burberry was not doing something unusual. It was doing something the luxury industry had done quietly for decades. The question is not whether this is ethical. The question is why luxury brands believe that destroying their own products is better for the business than selling them cheaply. The answer tells you almost everything about how luxury economics actually work. The core economic principle behind product destruction is straightforward. Luxury brands are not in the business of selling products. They are in the business of selling scarcity. The price of a luxury good is not primarily explained by its cost to produce. A luxury handbag made from high-quality leather and precision craftsmanship does carry a significant cost. But that cost does not explain why the same brand's bags command prices 50 or 100 times higher than competitive alternatives of similar quality. The price premium is explained by perceived scarcity, the belief, cultivated deliberately, that these goods are rare and difficult to obtain. When a brand allows unsold products to reach discount channels, outlet stores, online liquidators, off-price retailers, several things happen at once. The market price of the goods is publicly demonstrated to be negotiable. The scarcity perception is immediately compromised, and buyers who paid full price experience what behavioral economists call buyer's remorse asymmetry. They feel they overpaid. The destruction is not waste. It is a price protection mechanism. Burning the bag is cheaper than the long-term brand damage of a discounted bag. Luxury brands operate in what business theorists Jean-Noël Cap-Ferrer and Vincent Bastian call the dream economy. In their book, The Luxury Strategy, they argue that luxury goods draw their value from dream value, the aspirational quality that makes the product feel out of reach for most people. The moment a luxury good becomes routinely accessible, it ceases to function as luxury. Its value collapses from dream to commodity. This is why luxury brands almost never discount. Discounting communicates that the demand for the product was not strong enough to sustain the price, and that message, once sent, is very difficult to unsend. Consider what happens to a brand's most committed customers when an equivalent item they purchased for full price appears at 40% off in a discount channel. The customer feels deceived. Their status signal has been diluted. The brand has revealed that the scarcity was manufactured, not genuine. The cost of that customer relationship damage is, in a luxury brand's calculation, substantially higher than the cost of the unsold inventory. There is a secondary reason for product destruction that goes beyond brand perception: the gray market. Luxury goods that enter discount channels, even through controlled outlets, create secondary market pricing references.
These references feed into the growing global gray market, the network of authorized but unofficial resellers who source luxury goods at lower prices and sell them below official retail in markets the brand does not fully control. The gray market is a significant issue for brands with high price premiums. McKinsey has estimated that the gray market for luxury goods represents billions of dollars in annual sales globally, sales that occur outside the brand's pricing architecture and often erode the brand's relationship with its official distribution partners. Product destruction prevents inventory from ever entering this chain. If the goods do not exist in a tradable form, they cannot be used to undercut official pricing. This is particularly relevant for cosmetics and fragrances, categories where product destruction has been common and where gray market distribution is most sophisticated. The Burberry disclosure in 2018 forced the public reckoning that the industry had managed to avoid for decades. The outrage was genuine and sustained. For a brand built on heritage, craft, and cultural capital, being associated with deliberate waste created significant reputational friction, particularly with younger consumers who are increasingly sensitive to environmental and social concerns. Burberry subsequently announced it would stop destroying unsold goods and would instead pursue alternative approaches, including charitable donations, recycling programs, and responsible disposal. France went further. In 2020, France passed a law, the Anti-Waste for a Circular Economy Law, known as AGEC, that banned the destruction of unsold non-food goods, including luxury products, becoming the first country to formally prohibit the practice. The law requires brands to instead donate, reuse, or recycle unsold inventory. The economic logic that drove destruction has not disappeared, but it is now in direct conflict with the reputational priorities of brands that need to appeal to environmentally conscious consumers, a tension that the industry is still working to resolve. Burning a bag is not irrationality. It is a very rational decision made by very smart companies once you understand the economics they are operating in. The product is not the asset. The dream is the asset, and the dream requires scarcity to survive. When you have too many of something, you have two options: sell it cheap and compromise the dream, or destroy it and protect the price. For decades, the industry chose the match. The question is whether the regulatory and social pressure of the 2020s is strong enough to force the industry to find a third option, one that protects the scarcity perception without requiring a bonfire. That tension has not been resolved, and the luxury industry is navigating it very carefully. Subscribe to Status Theory for weekly decodes of the hidden economics and psychology behind how luxury really works and why it almost never works the way you think.